Sorry about that, guys. I've no idea why that happened. It just couldn't load the video for some reason. So, just restarted the stream. We should be fine now, right? Hopefully. We back? Yeah, for some reason it just wouldn't load the video. It just... I don't know why it done that. But, we're back. We are back and live in effect. If I put it there, then people won't think that I'm stuck on a screen. Until everybody comes back, that is. Yeah, it just wouldn't load the screen. The stream, sorry. But yeah, I think the Taraba is by far the least interesting of the raid exotics. I don't think it's a very good exotic. Cerberus is probably the worst exotic in the game. It just doesn't serve a purpose at all. You know, I think Devil's Ruin is a bit of a poor exotic. Tommy's Matchbook is a pretty uninspiring exotic, to be fair. It is what it is. Some people will like it, some people won't. I tend to lean on the side of I don't like it. Yeah. I think I might have lost some people. So I think what I'm going to do... How you doing, Lee? I think what I'm going to do is... Because this was always going to be a shorter stream. Because I'm just... John, how you doing? Oh... I don't know, Ewan. For some reason, you seem to find your way here a lot. Dolo, how's it gone? You good? Good stuff, man. Woman, not sure. Don't want to discriminate. I think what I might do is... Right, so... What weapons was I talking about that I was going to farm? You're a dude. There you go. What's up, What's up, dude? Good to have you here, Dolo. Nice to have you here, man. Right, so what we going with? Delete all my... I'll tell you what. I'll delete a weapon of... Any weapon of choice. Right? I will delete any weapon in my vault. Any weapon. I will delete any weapon to the person who buys the biggest super chat. I ain't deleting it for nothing. Simple. You want me to delete a weapon? There you go. There's the real prank. So what did I say that I was going to farm? Beloved Austringer. Beloved Austringer. Soul of Sword. Might have to call a friend for this one. Well, I hate to say it, but it probably won't even cost that. Probably. So got me scrambling about here for a pen. Zimbabwe dollars any good? Hey, if it equates to enough British pounds, then yeah. Zimballas. What is it Kruger or something? I can't remember what Zimbabwe currency is. Kruger Rand? Or is that, no, that's South African. Is that so? Yeah. Right, so so I take it I've already got, right, so we want a range masterwork. Did they? Do you live in South Africa? I was saying, actually, that brings me. I was saying anyway when the stream first started that I exactly. So, Ewan knows the way. So I was saying that it's got me worried now, Ewan. I don't know exactly where you live. I haven't been around your house and planted cameras or something. I know where you are. Yeah. So I was saying, so I've been trying, the whole point of doing all this is to try and, well, it's not the point, but one of the kind of offshoots is to try and get better gear to make the streams better and all that type of stuff. So I went down and had dinner today, and my gorgeous missus said to me, would you like to get your capture card? And I was like, oh, really? Can I get it? So it turns out the capture card I was looking at, which is the Elgato HD60S, was out of stock. So I was a little bit kind of, oh, I'll get it when it comes back into stock. And Becky was like, you know that there's a new one out, or a newer one out, called the Elgato HD60S Plus dishwasher. And no, I didn't actually. And that's not even the best part. So she was like, just get the new one. And I was like, oh, okay. And she went, while you're at it, why don't you just order your new monitor? So I bought a new monitor, roughly exactly the same as the one I've got. And I bought the new capture card because Becky's mum and dad sold their house. And because me and Becky helped them so much when they were moving and stuff, and they gave Becky a nice little present. So they bought the stuff that I was saying that I might not be able to get for a while. So literally, now, there's always another thing, isn't there? Now, any funds that I can save and do and get all that type of stuff, the new thing is, now I need a stream PC. If I can get a stream PC, there's nothing else. They were the things: a backlight for the webcam, a HD card for when I'm streaming on console, so I can stream at 1080p, 60 frames. New monitor, because I don't have two monitors. I've got one monitor and one small TV type of thing, but it takes like a VGA cable. It's built to act as a monitor as well, but it's not a monitor. So now I'm getting another monitor like the one I've got, so I can have two monitors, both hooked up to the PC, and I can have the TV hooked up to the laptop. So instead of trying, because at the moment so what happens at the moment is, sometimes if the stream goes south, I can't see it because I've got my interface for my Elgato and my YouTube channel up at the same time on the same screen. So I can see the comments, I keep it on the comment section, so I don't actually see what the stream looks like unless I scroll up. So now it's saving for a stream PC, which doesn't need to be as good as the PC I play on. And once I get that, we are gold, man. So my plans have accelerated by quite a few months. You know, so hopefully that will help the streams become a little bit more professional. You know, I feel like with every step I'm getting, it's getting better and better and better. I'm eventually going to need to get a new mic and stuff like that, but this mic's pretty good. It just has a problem. So every now and again it decides that it wants to talk for me. Doesn't do it a lot, but it does do it. So right, why have I not got a pen? See, Ewan, if you'd have done the super chat thing, not only would I have deleted something from my vault, but I could have bought a pen. What is going on in my life? Why have I not got a pen? I've got a used notepad. The whole idea of the two monitors is I'm playing on one of the monitors, and it's the first screen for the PCs. So I haven't got three screens at the moment, so I play on one. I play on one of my screens. The other screen, which is the second screen for the PC, has got my stream and YouTube on it. So if I bring up Notepad, it'll cut the stream off because it'll go straight to screen one. So ideally I want to be playing on a different monitor and have you know, when you see people streaming and they've got the 3 monitors, it's because one of them is game, the other one is chat, because they don't, or their interface, and the third one is chat and the ability to type stuff and do all that. Well, the chat will come up in the stream, whereas I don't have that. So we'll get there, you know. Right, anyway, I've got myself set up to do, I've got myself set up to do a run of Menagerie, solar, iron, heavyweight, solar, not solar, one shot, this is the AUSTRINGER. And then once I've finished this one, I'll get a pen, and I like to keep a pad and stuff next to me, which is why I'm surprised I don't have a pen. But so we're gonna start this farming tonight, because there's nothing really. Because I've done Pinnacles today and I've been doing bounties, I don't really feel in the mood to go back to doing Pinnacles and get all this out the way this week, because next week I'm hitting that GM Nightfall solo hard, Tuesday onwards, and it'll all be done on stream, because I feel like the arms dealer, I should be able to do that. I should be able to do it. It doesn't matter what gets put in my way, I should be able to do that. But again, the biggest problem will be running out of ammo. And I'm closer to where I wanted to be to start with, which was I wanted all my weapons at 110. So the weapons were as powerful as they could be. I just had it in my head that if I was going in with 1008 weapons, then my weapons would be 2 below what they, you know, as high as they could be, so that's less damage. So hopefully AUSTRINGER is what we're going for. Anything that isn't a Reload Masterwork and Rampage goes. Anybody that's interested, and I know everybody knows this, there's a bit of lore there. Can we get on dim real quick here? They're gonna start that, and I'm gonna lose everything. Because I think if it's gonna be solar, I would definitely be better with that. Oh. Oh. Well, that's... okay. I've been left behind. Joining allies. Oh man. I didn't realise I'd got max. When did I get max? I only got 2. One, 2, and then the one up here. 3. Uno, dos, of course. So that. Oh! How close was that to the 1 phase? Oh, exploders. Nice work. He is going down fast. Hey Steve, how you doing? So, no dice. Let me have a look here. I'm wondering if the hand cannon drops with a certain masterwork. Try another range. I've still never had one of the Hive mods. I haven't had all the Hive mods yet. I can't remember, Lee. Let me have a look. I've obviously never had strike in hand either. Mods. Hive barrier. That's why. Yeah. So, who here plays on Xbox? So it's me, obviously, Lee. Who else? I just thought something there. Let's so it can drop from here, because they all say Crownosaurus raid. Okay. No, I'm just looking to see if we could get enough players on the same platform. We could maybe go in and do some raids at some point. I was too late with that. Oh. PS4? Robbie, PS4? Okay. Well, me and Lee both can play on PS4. So if it turns out we can get more members on for PS4, then I would like to maybe, it doesn't matter what platform. Just maybe get some raids done during streams sometimes. I've done all the raids. I'm not going to make that. I've done all the raids. I've just had... I'm out of practice with raiding, man. How is everybody dying? No, I'm not going to get it through there. Oh, dagnammit. Yep, erase. Oh, ho, ho. Nice. Thank you, guys. We're not going to do this. Oh, well. Yep. Puts me off wanting to play when you play players like this. Not because they were failing, because I don't know, if you don't work as a team with stuff like this, it kind of reinforces my solo value, because I'm kind of like, I don't want to play now. I don't want to play if not going to. I don't want to play with people if everybody's going to be trying to do 6-player activities solo. Especially, alright. Right, let's get this off us. Go this side. Any bets? There's nobody over this other side. No, we've lost this one already. Absolute idiots. Ah, this isn't very good for massive kind of ad clearing capabilities. It wouldn't have took a lot for us to hold all the three. It's the only triumph I don't have in here. Yep. No teammates, they just all, where are they? Oh, that's what they're doing. Where's the rest of them? Not got a clue. Whoa! Is there some sort of melee damage thing on? I hit that. Oh, no, come on. Jeez, it must be... Yeah. Come on. Get your shield down. Oh, Stringer, baby, come on, give me the good stuff. Ah, his death blast, those kind of little seeker things got me. Thank you, sir. Whew. That was a lot more difficult than the first time. I mean, that is quite a good one. But it's not the one I'm looking for. Range is mental. Alright. One more. I don't think range is going to give me it. You know what? I do not think. Can someone tell me what... If anybody in chat has got Outlaw Rampage, can you tell me what your masterwork is? So it doesn't matter what the... Because I really do want it with range. Alright, we'll give it one more go. And then that's that for... the powerfuls on this. See, I'm kind of one of those sorts of players that when I get something in my head, I don't go, I'll move on to something else before I do this. Get something in my head, I'm like, right, that's what I'm doing. That is just what I'm doing. So farming these weapons, as I say, next week it's going to be GM madness. So I'm kind of... Tomorrow I've still got 2 pinnacles to do on my hunter. So... Lee, did you say you had a checkpoint? Have you used it? Okay. Nice one. Nice one. I mean, I would even see Hive Barrier as an absolute win. That would still be a win because I don't have it. Yeah, that would be good. Yep. Is that the one you've got? I can't believe I got rid of mine. I had quite a few of them as well. And let's go. Nope. Oh. Saved. Oh, not from him. I can't remember. I'll have a look afterwards. Ripper, I'll have a look. I'll have a look afterwards. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm getting out of here. This is a nightmare. We should have had this beat. They were playing the right way to start with, which was like what they're doing now. Kill him. It's heavyweight, so I don't understand why they think they're going to kill them with swords. Just as soon as you take the thing down, just ditch the sword and hit them with heavies. Crystals. Oh, great. So did anybody catch me doing the sword flying thing? When I was doing the dungeon, I was showing basically how to do the sword fly on the Titan. Did anybody see that? Oh, come on. It's heavyweight and they're standing there with the crystals. Oh, I was trying to be fancy and bounce it off the ceiling. Right, where are the... Right, we've got... Come on. Hey Eric, how you doing, man? I was just saying, did anybody see me doing the sword flying thing earlier? The reason I'm asking is I just got a comment on a previous video I've done on basically saying that it doesn't work all the time. And I'm like, I just done it today. It does work all the time. But I haven't replied to it. I've got a service revolver with Outlaw Rampage. I might even give that a go. Right. Just watch and see where everyone goes. Nobody goes left. No. Ah, damn it. Why does nobody ever go left? Thank you. Except he died, but at least he kept that open. I don't understand why people always go the same. Just, I need to get one of those, so we're going to lose that one. What am I getting hit by? I'm not sure we completed it, but we. Alright, I'm at the back, got to watch out because. Alright, not yet, not yet. No. Give me all this. Give me all the good stuff. Oh! After it was done, he wasn't going to kill me. Hive barrier, hive barrier, hive barrier. No hive barrier. And I only get to see one of them. Triple tap rangefinder. I'm going to have to get that service revolver out and try that. No, it's still Titans. Well, get rid of that because that's pretty good. Yeah, it's I as we said, you know, I'm not here to gloat, but kind of always you kind of do feel like Titans don't. I mean, you do see Titans in Crucible, but the majority of people, as I've said, that play Titan, they like to go in and do the Crucible. In fact, it's not just Titan mains that play Crucible. When people need to go into Crucible, a large percentage of the time, people prefer the Hunter. You know, so people prefer to take the Hunter in. It's just intrinsically better in Crucible, and I feel as if I just feel as if if you want to look at it from a different perspective, I feel as if there wasn't really a lot of incentive to main a character through these. Yeah, do the bounties on one character, continue to do the bounties on one character to get all the triumphs, but there wasn't an incentive to main a character. You could do all your characters. You know, if the triumphs had have been for Warlock, Hunter, and Titan, then maybe that'd have been different. You know, but I know you can't do that, but I'm saying that's how you would have separated it. Not have the triumphs accrue across all characters. And then maybe there'd have been a more, you know, a realistic numbered approach to who was what, and, you know, what character was favoured, and instead of, you know, we use all. But I'm going to do all my bounties on this character. I'm a Titan main. I love my Titan, right? I like the Hunter, and I've grown fond of the Warlock. Like's a strong word, but I've grown fond of my Warlock. But because of that cheese that Hunters give you a little bit in Crucible and anything kind of competitive, I've fallen away from the Hunter quite a lot. I prefer to play more on Warlock and Titan. In fact, I feel as if the game has been pushed more towards, for me, for Warlock than it has been for Titan. Yeah, I hear you, Eric. If I didn't have the streams, I would feel the same way. It's nice to have that interaction. YouTube has always been that thing that's kept me playing Destiny. You know, because I would go and play other games until there was content to play. You know, I played Arkham Asylum and loved it, and I was just about to start Arkham City. And then this season, this thing dropped. Now, I've got everything within this. There is no real reason, apart from mopping up bits and bobs, for me to actually play. There's no, you know, LFG some raids maybe. I can see me doing that. Try and get some raids going with maybe people in chat. I can see me doing that. But apart from that, no real reason to play. There's nothing that I'm like, you know, I find it hard to be... I don't find it hard to get motivated to come on here and play, you know, if you like... perform for you guys. I don't find that difficult. I find myself, I'm not waking up in the morning and thinking about Destiny. I'm waking up, what I think about from a gaming perspective every day is the streams, how I'm going to make them more interactive, how I can get people more involved, how I can make them appeal more to people, you know. Sometimes just watching someone play and maybe just, you know, I enjoy the conversation that we have. I'm not really always too bothered about, you know, doing the most difficult content. That was always a solo thing for me. And maybe the feel of it goes away a little bit when you're playing on stream. You know, the need to go and do, you know, difficult content. But refining the streams is probably where I feel I want to, you know, really improve. See, that's a 62. That's nowhere near good enough. So I do want to get better at streaming. But next week I'm going to be hitting that GM. If I'm being honest, I've said the Grandmaster Nightfalls haven't really bothered me, and it's true. I'm not really super bothered if I don't get the triumph or the title. And I know some people might be surprised at that, since I'm supposed to be the strike guy, or that's what I do. It's not what I do. I just do solo stuff. Nightfalls were where I found myself in Destiny 2 because there wasn't really a lot else. You know, in D1 it was, you know, there was a few missions that were quite difficult that I used to solo quite regular. I used to solo the Nightfalls, but raids, I used to solo raids. You know, and perfect my runs, and it never got to the point where I don't even have to try. But it did get to the point where I knew where to be, exactly where to be, exactly where I could stand, where I couldn't go, what weapons I needed to use, and when it was done. There was always a part during the boss battle that you'd know if you'd done it. And it was like, right, cool, I just need to keep my head here. After a while, you don't think that. You don't think, I need to keep my head here. You just think, right, just get up here, couple of grenades, you're in. You know? But I don't see the GM as being... It's like that piece of DLC for some content that nobody really cares about. It's like Season of the Drifter in Forsaken. The strike itself and the different incarnations are Forsaken. And then they've just tacked this thing on at the side that there's no real point. Thank you very much, Eric. At the moment, I think I'm struggling for... I think I'm struggling a little bit for inspiration. You guys might not know this, and you might not even think this, but I never really wanted to just release, you know, solo arms dealer. Solo arms dealer with a sidearm. Solo arms dealer with my eyes closed. Solo arms dealer with rock band drum set. Solo arms dealer while I'm in my neighbour's house. I'm not even looking at my TV. You know, I didn't want to release content like that. It was always like, right, okay, you need to do this thing. This is a guide on how to do it. Right, you need to do this. This is a guide. The GMs are a want. I want to do them. They're not, I need to do them. So stuff like 0 Hour. You know, if I want the gun, I need to do this. Whisper, if I need the gun, if I want the gun, I need to do this. Thorn, if I want the Thorn, I need to beat the Savathun song. You know? Nightfalls, if I want my 100k, I have to do this. That was the content I was interested in. I'm struggling for inspiration because outside of stuff like that, I'm kind of like, what content am I gonna make? You know, I've had some interesting ideas. I've had everything from how to become a better solo player, which, gonna be honest, it's, you know, I shelved that because of the solo player thing. Not everybody wants to become a solo challenge player, but how to become better as a solo player, how to pick your weapons, synergize stuff, how to do all that. Top 5 weapons in Destiny at the moment. All these types of things I've shelved. Quite simply because who wants to hear that from me? That's, you know. But, you know, I've had this idea for a video on Destiny, how it's got to where it is now. I think I've got some interesting ideas about it. I'm not sure other people will find them interesting. You know, but I recorded a guide on a lost sector 6 weeks ago, or whatever it was, and nearly never put it out. Very nearly just kept looking at it going, who wants to see that? Nobody wants to see that. And begrudgingly I put it out, and it was like Wednesday or Thursday I put it out. Let's say Thursday. And I put it out on the Thursday, and I checked it again on Monday, and it had 700 views, which I was like, wow, 700. That's pretty decent. I'm happy with that. the Tuesday my phone blew, just completely blew up. And I checked and it had like 3,500 views. To date it's got 93,000 views. So I know that what I think other people want to see isn't always actually what they want to see, or vice versa. What I think they don't want to see is not necessarily what they don't want to see. I feel as if the next 6 weeks, I've probably... Yeah, it's true. There's two ways to look at that, though, Eric. There is the let the players decide what they want to see. But every coin's got two sides. There's also, if people think I'm making content that's... I mean, I'm not saying my content's good, but you know what you're getting. When you see a video come up from me, you know it's a guide on something. So when they see videos like that coming up, how long before people stop looking for the channel? I know. Yes. So here's a question. And this is for everybody in chat. Would you guys be interested, anybody that's watching this stream, that's probably biased, because if you're watching the stream, you probably more than likely are going to see or going to watch stuff that I put out. But how many of you would like to see videos like, tips to become a better player, or top 5 weapons in Destiny, or how Destiny got to the state it's in now? How many of you would like to see videos like that from me? And when I'm saying videos like that, I mean those sorts of videos would be scripted. So it would take me a couple of days to get the wording right and make sure I wasn't like I'm talking on stream now. It would be more, because I wouldn't put a video out like that where I was stuttering over my words or trying to think of the next thing to say. Nightfall videos are different. You're reacting to what's on the screen. The solo video, how to play Destiny better solo has been in my head since Destiny 2 Year 1, right? I've got little things that I do that might help people. I mean, you see me do what I'm doing on stream. I don't commentate everything I do. I just do stuff sometimes. So, take for example, just a little thing. It is just a little thing. Everybody's got their own favourite kind of spawn points where they like to go to get enemies. And I get bored if I'm in the same area all the time. So I like to be able to change where I am. So I always go to where Devrin is, Trossland, because you've got the enemies move against each other over on the right, and then you've got that captain with his shanks on the left with the option of other ads around. There's always heaps of ads to kill there. You'll never be waiting for a set of ads. You'll never be one at a time. So not only does it keep me active, that I'm not just standing there pointing and shooting all the time, just like, oh, more ads. So I can go on a run. And as I'm going on the run, so say I start with, I go in and I'll go and see if the captain's there. There's ads to kill on the way there, and it's a very small circuit. So even as you're going around to make sure, see if the ads... Yeah, well, there's 3. Yep, there's three there. I feel as if, though, if it was just an ad killing exercise, probably the best, for me, the one I like the most, Lost Sector, is the one on Mercury. It's a cakewalk, but there are so many enemies in there. There is a lot of enemies. In fact, another little tip is, when I want to do Vanguard bounties, unless they're specific, like, I don't know, kill fallen or kill this or kill that. You can just select, like, select from the screen, go to Mercury, select a garden world. You're not really affecting anybody else, because most people, if they're going in here, they're not actually going in here to complete, get powerful rewards or anything. So you're not affecting anybody's gameplay. But you can go in there and just go into the Lost Sector constantly and do your Vanguard bounties. You can be in and have all your Vanguard bounties done at your own pace. Normally it takes about 15-20 minutes and you've done them all. But I don't know, there's just little things about playing solo that, it's not just being a solo player, you just know what to do. You know when you should push, you know when you shouldn't. It's like little tips, like if you've got the low ground anywhere in any strike, in any situation, you are at a disadvantage. So you have to play it a bit more, calmly. Whereas if you've got the high ground, you can be a lot more aggressive from the high ground. Why would you put on a machine gun over a rocket launcher, or vice versa? Why would you put a rocket launcher on instead of a machine gun? You always need to make sure you've got an ad clearing weapon. Base your weapons on the enemy you're going to be fighting. Use the terrain to your advantage. It's more than just that, but they're the kind of rounded sections, and it's stuff that I do off the top of my head. Because take Savathun's Song, for example. That took me 3 days to learn. Because it's not about, I've completed that, oh my god, I can't believe I finally completed it. It's about, I know how to complete that. I have completed it, but I know how to do it again. Because I know what doesn't work. And the minute it's along the same premise as the boy that created the light bulb. He built almost just over 1,000 prototypes, and he was asked when he finally got it, do you feel like you wasted your time building all those to get to just this one? And he was like, no, I didn't fail 1,000 times. I learnt 999 ways how not to build a light bulb. Edison. So, not only did by the time he'd done all, that's why when you see me do Grandmasters, like next week, I'm not going to get that Grandmaster on Tuesday. And I might not get it on Wednesday. That is the idea, but when you get it, when you finally get it, you get it. You could go back in and we'll go around here, and you're like, no, that doesn't work because he's there, and you get crossfire from here, and you've also got ads that are pinging you from there. Once you do the hard yards, so you do all your runs and you get, if I was to hit the GM on Tuesday and just sit in it for however many hours it would take, maybe I would get it in the first 24 hours. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I'm not, because it's not inspiring me, it's not what I would call aspirational content. If they brought out a timed mission like Whisper or 0 Hour, oh my god, you wouldn't get me out of it till I'd done it. Because that's a challenge. All they've done is just put a couple of more champions in and lowered our light level. That's really all they've done with these. So I don't see that as a challenge. I just see it as it's like if you had a full English breakfast every morning for a year, and then someone said, you're gonna get something special, like, ooh, and they put an extra sausage and an extra egg on. You'd be like, this is still an English breakfast. It's still a breakfast, man. And they'd be like, yeah, but it's a big breakfast. You wouldn't be like, this is exciting. You'd be like, oh, Lee's in. Lee, you've already finished it. Both of us would have already finished it, to be fair. But it's not aspirational. You wouldn't be excited by it, and that's the way I feel about these grandmasters. It's just a way of, it's a carrot on a stick in front of our head. That's all it is. Yeah, exactly. It's a carrot on a stick. It's nothing new. It's nothing exciting. It's not aspirational, and it doesn't warrant my interest. To be fair, it doesn't warrant anybody's interest. We've had in one incarnation or another, we've had Exodus crash for 3.5 years. Thanks a lot, Ewan. I appreciate you being in chat tonight and being involved, and I always appreciate all of you guys. Thanks a lot, Ewan. I'll catch up with you soon, mate. Where's my breakfast? But you get what I'm saying. If they brought out something like, oh, there's this new thing, a timed thing, or you got to kill these and get, I would learn that stuff. It would really make me want to go and hit it hard. But I'm not excited by a different difficulty level, if you want to call it that. A handicap version of the same Nightfalls. I'm not interested. I've done it. I've done these Nightfalls, and I feel as if they've changed the modifiers simply just to tack on to that idea that this is just a carrot on a stick to keep us going for a couple of weeks, so that nobody will, it's the illusion of having something new to do. That's all it is, the illusion. Yep, the illusion of having new stuff to do. And whereas a lot of people have eaten into it and bought into it and, accept that this is new content, that this is cool and all, I want that title. I don't even like the sound of Conqueror. I think the best sounding title in the game for me is Shadow, and I know I'm never going to get it. And quite simply because the activity that you get it in, I just don't do it. Because it's like most of the activities that I don't do, it's 6-player. I get raids done 1, 2 or 3 times, and then that's basically it. I was very lucky. I've done Last Wish quite a bit more than that, and I got the 1,000 voices. Yeah. So I'm just going to reiterate that just to annoy Lee, because I know that Lee would do it on a completely different level if it was the other way about. He'd say it and then say, I'm not trying to get at you, but guess what I got? No, I'm only kidding, mate. Luck of the draw. Like all these drops, they're just luck. There's no skill involved in it. There's no just RNG in it. You could have got it on your first run. It's just RNG. The weapon that I would really, if I could choose any weapon in the game that I don't have currently, I did have and stupidly got rid of it again, is threat level, the shotgun from Scourge. Scourge, I would love to just grind it. I would love to do Scourge 3 times a week till I got, because I think it's got the nicest looking armour, so I would like a full set of armour for one of my characters. If Lee had it, he's a great guy, and Lee knows this. We have a lot of banter. Lee is a great guy, but Lee would low key annoy me with it. He would know he was doing it, but he'd tell me he wasn't doing it. But what are you gonna do? If you've got something that someone else hasn't got, you want to, I'm gonna let them know I've got this. But you're not doing it to be nasty. You're just doing it because you've got it. So I know what Lee's like. And he knows it. He'll say he doesn't do that, but exactly, he knows it. So Scourge is really the only thing. It keeps doing this. I believe this is my Xbox. I don't believe that's Destiny, because it doesn't do it with anything else. I think my Xbox needs thrown in the bin. So I should make more videos because I need. Yeah, well, the fact that it throws me back every time throws me back to home screen. It's the first time it's done it to me tonight, to be fair. But I should make more videos because I really want this stream PC. And that's the way I'm going to get it. If I had a stream PC, making content would be a ton easier without all the convoluted kind of way I've got to do it now. As I've said already, I was very fortunate that I got Becky got me my HDS Plus game capture card and my new monitor, so that's going to make things a ton easier for streaming. Now I just need to have another a better operating system to work on. I love my PC, but the problem is when you play like a heavy game, Destiny 2 is a heavy game for your system, right? So when you play a game like Destiny, it's really difficult to do everything else from the same PC. Most people that stream have two PCs. They have a PC they game from, and they have a stream PC. And it's half the workload. Both PCs can handle what they're doing really easily then. Well, I've got the one PC, and if I'd have been thinking about it, because I bought a pretty high-end one, so I kind of figured that it would handle everything. But then when I checked it out, even high-end ones don't handle everything really well, you know? Especially when you're playing a graphics-heavy game like Destiny. Destiny is quite a graphics-heavy game. So I need another PC. My laptop probably will be what handles the stream. And for now, you know, I got, as I say, my partner bought me a new capture card and a new monitor tonight, which you've no idea how easier that's going to make it. Now I can act. Doesn't matter where I'm playing. I can stream in 1080, but with the new monitor, it's going to take the workload away from the PC. You know, so now I've got to set. You know, ideally, I would like. I mean, my PC can handle the jobs. You know, if I'm playing on console, it doesn't matter where I'm playing. It doesn't really matter where I'm playing. Two screens for whatever I'm. You know, one for the stream, one for chat and stuff like that, and one for gaming on. That's why people play with three PCs. You can't 3 screens. You can do it with 2. I know because I'm doing it with 2. But having the PC handle Destiny, the stream, the chat, things can go wrong. Now they haven't went wrong when I've done it because I've, you know. They have, but not very often. But having the 2 monitors is going to be monumental. It really is going to be. It's going to make things a ton easier. So now I just have to kind of knuckle down, start making content again. Next week, as I say, I'm going to be looking to hammer the GM right off the bat. It would have been nice to get the last piece of the last piece of 1010 armor that I needed, but the fact I've got 1010 weapons is a big deal. That possibly could make it a little bit easier, because even though your power level will, you know, it doesn't matter if I had the 1010 weapons, my power level would still stay at, you know, 1025. But the higher your weapons are, I feel like if your weapons are at 110, they'll do more damage, obviously, in that activity than they would do if they were at 1008. Your power level wouldn't change, but your damage from your weapons might. So hopefully, you know, getting that solo on the Grandmaster. There aren't many people that are soloing Grandmasters. $1,014, still getting 1,000. I get max 1,002. Right, okay. So your gear level is at, your gear level's at 1,000. You're getting 1,002 from Pinnacles. Right. Pinnacles drop. So you've got 7 Pinnacles now. You've got 3 Pinnacle drops that drop at 1,002. So that's your 100k Nightfall, your dungeon, final boss dungeon, and your Master Nightmare Hunt. But then your 3 strikes, your Crucible matches, your 3 Gambit, and your Clan Engram all drop at like they're calling them Pinnacles, but they're like pseudo Pinnacles. They drop 1 power level above your character. So if your gear level 1,000, everything's 1,000, you need to get 4 separate pieces of weapons or armor at 1,002 before you go level up. So when you level up, so there's 8 individual power levels and an overall power level. So if you're 1,000 and you get all your weapons and all your armor, Manacles, that's right, yeah. If you get all your weapons and all your armor to 1,001, your gear level will go up to 1,001. But if you get 4 pieces at 1,002, your overall gear level will still go up because there's 8 individual power levels in an overall level. So what you kind of need to do with your Pinnacles is RNG. You know, if you got your, you just need to accrue power increases from each thing, and hope RNG just, you know, if you look at your armor, Tourist, if you look at your armor and your weapons and see what's at 1,002, if you've got 3 things at 1,002, you need 1 more thing at 1,002 or 2 more things at 1,001. Then you'll go to 1,001. Then your Pinnacles will drop at 1,003. And that's you kind of constantly leapfrog. If you've got more than 1 character, you can change weapons over backwards and forwards. Right. Tourist, I'll explain it in a different way. If all your weapons and armor are level 1,000, when you look at your character, as you've already said, you are 114, but some of that is power bonus. So because you're getting 1,002 Pinnacles, I would say if you looked at your, I'll show you. I'm explaining it, but I'll show you, right? So I'm going to put all my highest stuff on. Right. So my power level is 1,009 with a 24 power bonus. The bonus comes from the artifact, right? So to get to 1,010, because 1,010 is the cap, right? 1,010 is the cap. I need everything at 1,010. 8 pieces, 3 weapons, 5 armor. Yeah. So the way you actually get the way you work out. So let me see if I can work this out so I show you in an easier map. Right, that's 1008. See if we can find stuff at 1008. That's 1009. 1010. I don't have 1008 gauntlets. We'll put 1009 on. 1008. 1008. 1008. 1008. 1009. Right. So my power level is 1008. Right? Nearly everything I've got on is 1008. Apart from 3 bits. Right? So 4 bits, sorry. Right? So I am gear level 1008. Right. What it takes for for the game to register your max power level, dim is good, but I wouldn't use it to manage loadouts. I would use it just to move stuff backwards and forwards, but do it manually. Then you can keep a track of it. Don't put it in the vault. It needs to be on your character. Always on your character. You don't have to have it equipped. It just needs to be on the character. So you need to accrue. So as you see here, I am gear level 1008. The gear level is not important. It's showing you how to register, how to get a higher gear level. For me to get to 1009, I need to get 8 individual power levels. Now the individual power levels come from your weapons and armor. So when you're dropping pinnacles, I'm 1008, I would drop 1010 pinnacles, because pinnacles drop from dungeons, Grandmaster Nightfalls. No. No. Right, so the part that I thought I obviously you don't know. Your bonus, which is in the blue, it doesn't affect your drops. It's a bonus. It's just bonus power level. Yes, it will increase your power level, make you more powerful within activities, but it doesn't change your drops. That's why you need to know gear level and your power bonus. Gear level is what affects your drops. So if you're at level 1000, which you must be because you're still dropping 1002 pinnacles, unless that's pinnacles from Gambit and Vanguard. If that's the case, then your gear level is 1001. Gambit, the 3 matches of Gambit, the 4 matches of Crucible, the 3 matches, your 3 Vanguard, the milestones, they drop pinnacles 1 above your gear level. So 4 activities, you're actually doing your strikes, actually doing Gambit, actually doing Crucible, and you're no, right, so you can see on my screen that I'm not quite understanding what the big character score is. The big character score, if you mean 1032 on my screen, that does not affect my drops. So if I level up, you're 1014 with that doesn't matter. It's what your gear score is. So that is your overall power level. That's gear score and your power bonus added together. Exactly. So if you're 1014, where I'm looking at on my screen, you can see your gear level, and then minus gear level 1008 with a plus 24 bonus. The plus 24 bonus is what I got from XP. It's the gear level that matters. Whatever your right. Yes, kind of. So, if you look at here, right? So I've got 1009 primary. So that's my gear level is 1008. I need to level everything up at least once, or 4 things twice. With pinnacle drops, it drops 2 above. So that's because I'm a gear level 1008. So I'm plus 1 because it's 1009. I need to get to 8 to get a power level. Plus 1, that's the same as my gear, so no increase, same as my gear. Same as my gear. It's 1 higher, so that's plus 2. Nothing. 1 higher, so that's plus 3. So every piece of equipment and weaponry is the same as my gear, bar 3. So I'm not halfway towards getting a pinnacle drop, to increasing my power level, sorry. So what I'm looking for is to get helmet, chest plate, cloak, heavy, energy. So I've got plus 3. How's it gone, Cap? I've got plus 3, I need 5. Pinnacle drops, there are 2 different types. As I said, your Gambit, Vanguard, Crucible, and your Clan Engram all drop 1 power level above your gear level. Dungeons, the final boss of the dungeon, Master Nightmare Hunts, and 100k Nightfalls all drop 2 power levels above your gear level. So what I would say is, depending on how far away you are from your next gear increase, which you work it out by what your gear level is, and then add up anything that's above it from all your weapons and armor, your highest weapons and armor. You add up how many is above your gear level. You need to get that to 8 because you've got 8 pieces of equipment, 3 weapons, 5 armor. Increasing your gear by 8 times will get you an overall power increase. So if your gear level 1000 and you've got a primary it's 1002, you're already two individual power levels. Yes, there are, but there's ones that give you plus 1, which is, as I've said, the Vanguard, the Crucible, Gambit, and your Clan Engram give you plus 1, and Master Nightmare Hunt, Dungeon, and 100k give you 2 above your power, your gear score. You need 8 individual things, 1 above your gear score, or 2 above your gear score, which is still 8 power levels. Alright? You need 8 equipment power level increases above your overall gear score to increase it. So the best thing to do is get all your highest stuff on your highest character. Look here to see what your gear score is, and then do what I done. Count up what's above it, add 1 if it's above it, and if the stuff that's below it, take 1 away. Right? So, have I got something at 1006? Exactly what I mean here. Right, we'll put that on. So my gear score is 1007. So that's 2 above, so that's plus 2. That's 1 above. That's +3. But that is 4 below. So I would take that 4 off. So I'm -1 now. That's 1 above, so that puts me level again. 2 above, so that's +2. 1 above, +3. 2 above, +5. 1 above, +6. So I'm +6. I need something with 2 power levels above what I am, what the individual gear is, to get my overall increase. So I'm going to be going for a heavy because it's the lowest thing I've got. Milestones drop at your gear level, same as the engrams. Did anybody else understand that? I just want to see if that was a bad explanation, because I think that was a pretty simple explanation, just for my edification. You just have to count up your gear and add up what's above your gear level. You have to look, you can't do the math. There's no math. I don't know what math there is. You've got 8 things and you count up what's above your gear level and what's below it. Add anything, add +1 or +2 or whatever, how much it is, each item is above your overall gear level, and take away what is below. When you've finished counting up your 8 pieces, it will give you a plus something. That will tell you how many individual gear score, individual power levels you need, individual gear levels you need. Look for your lowest thing. If it is much lower than your gear level, then you will go and do milestones, which drop at your gear level. It's understanding where the gear level drops. You know? So you've got 3 things that give you +2 power level. You've got 4 things that give you +1, and everything else will drop. All the other milestones, anything with a gold circle. Okay, no, I trust me, tourist, I wasn't slamming you. It was for my own edification. You don't need to be good with numbers for this. You just need to be able to count up to 8. That's it. That's the crux of it, right? Because you cannot be, once you get to 8, you're getting a power level. So you'll never be at 8. If you're at 7, you need something with 1 power, 1 gear. That's a gear level. That's 1008. That helmet is 1008. So the gear level is 1008. My gear level is 1008. So if I got a pinnacle helmet that was +2, it would be +2 of that number, 1008, of my gear score. So if I got a helmet, that would take that to 1010. What is your gear level? I mean, that's really what we need to know, is what your gear level is. Do you win a prize cap? I'm not going to say anything, but Super Chat is enabled on the chat. I've actually been looking for a funny way to get that in, because I'm going to meme the hell out of it. If we can find out what your gear level is, then that would be easier for me to explain. I think it's just getting to tourist, because he feels like he's not increasing, and until you understand that, once you understand how you increase, then you understand what's the next thing to do, or the best thing to do to get your next gear level. I think I done all my pinnacles today on my Titan, and all I needed was a helmet. And RNG said, nope. I need a helmet with 1 power level above what it already is to hit max gear. So yeah, don't worry about it, tourist. I just want to make sure that my 990, but you're getting pinnacle drops at 1002. Is what? If you don't mind me asking, what are your pinnacle drops coming from? What type of things do you do to get pinnacle drops at 1002? Is it dungeons? Is it 100k Nightfalls? Is it Grandmaster Nightmare Hunts? Is it raids? Because if it is, you need to... It'll be weaponry. You need to get your highest weapons on your character. Because they cannot be on your character. Hey Steve. How you doing, man? Yes, you, whatever it is you're doing, because I don't really understand the whole thing with dim. I think what you're doing is, if you need it, yeah. If you needed 2 individual power levels to get your next overall power level, then yeah, you would do your pinnacles first to try and get that overall. If you only needed one individual power level, you would do one of the smaller pinnacles. And if you didn't, if you had something that was a lot lower than your gear level, then you could do your flashpoint or Vanguard bounties, gunsmith bounties, which they're just powerful rewards. Powerful rewards drop at your gear level. If you're dropping stuff at 1002, you cannot be 990. I don't really. Yeah, I kind of keep an eye on my. I don't. So right. Anyway, I don't use that part of dim because I know exactly what my high stuff is. I try and keep an eye on it. Just make sure your weapons are the weapons that you've got on your character. 1000 is, yeah, it would have to be, because pinnacle drops at the highest only drop 2 above until you hit max gear. For you to have 1002 anything, you had to be 1000 at least. So you need to see how many pieces of armor you've got over 1000, how many pieces of weapons and armor you have over 1000. That will 100% be why your drops have been all over the place. Your highest stuff needs to at least be on the character that you're doing your activities on. That's it. The game won't look at other characters, but the game will add up all the highest stuff you've got on your character, actually physically on your character. It doesn't need to be equipped. You just need to have it on you. Yeah, but I knew it couldn't be 990 because you wouldn't be dropping 1002 stuff. You know? But yeah, when you look at your character with the max stuff on, all you need to, when you've got all your highest stuff on your highest character, your gear level will be 1000. No, you're not. Don't worry about it, tourist. Just count up from your weapons and armor that's on your highest stuff. How many pieces of armor are over 1000 weapons and armor, and count them up. So if you've got 3 pieces, say one gun and 2 bits of armor, or 2 weapons and 1 bit of armor that are over 1000, count up how many that adds up to. So if you've got 3 things at 1002, then you've got 6 individual gear levels above your overall gear level, your overall power level. That's basically what you do. Hello, are you guys still there? I hope I haven't lost you guys. Yeah, I don't actually know what happened there. My screen went blank, and I was like, what? And when I checked my PC had ran into a problem and needed to be restarted. But luckily my PC restarts really quickly, and when I'm working off my PC, it allows me to stream, like to resume the stream. So I don't start up a new stream. I can resume the stream I was just having. So I don't know if anybody left, or I don't know if it looked to you guys like the stream had stopped. I don't know what happened. So basically, tourist, what you need is you need to increase one of either your weapons or armor by 1 to get an overall power increase. Yeah, it's a good feature, that's exactly why I need. How's the video quality for everyone else? I don't know what I can do while. Okay, that's cool. It maybe just needed to catch up. Hello! The sooner I can get this stream PC, the less work everything else has to do. It's literally is just what it is, you know. I don't want to keep. Well, I have to. I just have to. Just remember that the super chat there, guys. You could be putting food on your favourite streamer's table. And it'll also help me as well. I'm going to have a look at some of those. I'm going to revisit some of those some of those video ideas. Well, thank you for asking, Scott. Super Chat is a way you can support your favourite streamer by either purchasing as far as I know, it's like an animated sticker or something like that, or just getting a highlighted message in chat. I suppose it's YouTube's way of donations. I'm not quite sure, but all helps your boy. I don't know how to advertise it, and I feel really cheesy for keep mentioning it, but I try and limit it. I try and give it like a good 45 minutes in between bringing it up, because I don't want it to seem like I'm begging, because I'm not. I'm just reminding you guys, because there's more people joining the stream every so often, and I'm just making sure everybody's aware that the option is there. I mean, I mentioned it in stream yesterday or the day before, and one of the regular streamers donated straight away. If I hadn't have said it, he wouldn't have known it was there, and it really shocked me that he done that. It's a little emoji. It's next to the emoji. It's next to the smiley face. It's like looks like a dollar sign. But as I say, I'm just trying to make people aware of what it is. And I'm not like, if people don't use it, it's no big deal to me. If people don't use it, I'm not offended, or I'm not wondering why people aren't using it. I'm just making anybody that's new that's joining, I'm just making people aware that that's the option. And once I've said it enough, then I don't have to say it anymore, because everybody will be aware of it. No, not at all. And I'm not saying it to try and get people. Well, I suppose I suppose I'd be lying to say I'm not saying it to see, because I don't want people to use it. I'm saying it so that people are aware that it's there, because you never know, there could be someone in chat that's like, "What's that?" You know, it's so I am trying to limit me mentioning it. I'm not trying to bring it up too much, but at the same time, exactly, Eric. I could be doing anything. This is another thing I'm trying to go for as well, is the magic number. I want the 100,000. And there's a couple of like cheeky things I can do to get there. You know, these are the type of things that are going to get me there. Yeah. Oh, I'm really close with scatters. And there, so that's 150. It's 350. That puts me at 99. And then there's pulse. It's not too bad. Yep, I think I'm gonna farm some of them when I've got some free time, or just keep using them. That's the main point. Right, so I'm still... no, I don't think so. I think all it is it's just a personal thing. It's just, you know, you've done it, and I don't think you get anything for it. I don't think you do. No, I don't think so. I've still got this stuff to do as well. I've still got catalysts. I'll maybe work on some of them as well, actually, because it's all triumph score. And as I say, once I hit 100,000, that's it. I won't go chasing triumphs anymore. And it's not that far away. 1270. That's the one I really want. Oh, I'll get that as well. I'd really like that triumph because of the name. Shadow. I don't think I'm ever going to do that. I mean, I could, but I suppose it's something to do. Black Armory again. Threat level. I did have it, but I need to do the Jotun as well. But then it's all... You know, it's not impossible. All cool things that I want to eventually do. But as I say, I'm going to try and get a friend of mine to come on and maybe do some stuff on stream. If you can help, that would be great. But that's for further down the line. Needs to be worth his while, so I need to find some way of making it up to him. But apart from that, yeah, just like you guys, I'm just like grinding for weapons and armor, and not so much armor. As I've already said, I would like the Scourge armor, the full set of Scourge. You know, get some of that on the go. But yep, I think I'm gonna call the stream there, guys. It was only gonna be a short stream, and it's been, over the two streams, has been a couple hours. So my 2 hour stream that I had planned has now been 4.5 hours. But I don't plan on slowing down with the streams. We will be in on it every night. You know, the plan is to hopefully do it from 8:30 every night. Sometimes it goes later than other times. Tonight, because I streamed this afternoon, I feel like this has been the longest I've streamed, maybe, because this afternoon stream was a few hours as well. So, and I was tired before I even started streaming this afternoon. So, I don't want to burn myself out by, keep going well past my point. So, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to run some of these ideas to my head. I'm going to get a cup of tea. And I'm probably going to get a cup of tea and chill out and run some of these ideas. See if I can come up with a real good kind of storyboard for videos for the next week or two. And we'll try because I'm not doing much during the day. I'm just like chilling out because I'm not excited to turn Destiny on to play. I'm excited to turn Destiny on to speak to you guys. You guys are keeping the game fresh for me. The other thing that somebody suggested last night as a really good suggestion is what I'll do is, when I'm going in to do Nightfall runs, what we'll do each week is I'll have like a viewer loadout. It might not be Nightfalls, it might be Crucible, it might be Gambit, might be Strikes. But you guys we'll get like a poll on the channel, and you guys, I'll give everybody like 2 days to vote on it. And you guys can vote, and I'll try and do it on stream. Maybe just a normal Nightfall run using whatever weapons are voted for. Bearing in mind I have to be able to take down champions. So, Eric, we ain't doing triple bow this season. We could if it was unstoppable and unstoppable and Overload. Back to triple bows. I knew it straight away. If it's not an ordeal, if it's just a nightfall, then yeah, we can do whatever you guys want. But we'll do a poll on the channel, and we'll do a viewer loadout. I hope you guys have been enjoying the streams. They haven't been. It's been good to chat, and it's been good to have a laugh and stuff, but they haven't really been the type of content that I would love to have been streaming for you guys. But I just don't feel like that content's here this year even. Next season, we're gonna have things to chase down. Everything that I do will be on stream. For the foreseeable future. If I'm playing, I'm going to be streaming. If I feel like playing in the afternoon, I'm going to be streaming in the afternoon. I'm not going to do anything that's not on stream. And as I've said, eventually, when I get the full setup, and I've been saying it for months, and it's never changed, eventually I'll be going to Twitch. Because the idea is, and whether people like this or not, I can't help it if people don't like this, but this is a fact. It is a 100% fact. To be doing what I'm doing with the level that I plan on doing it on, it just doesn't pay to do it on YouTube. It's that simple. If I want to do this, and I want to create content, and I want to do all the things that I do want to do, it has to be viable on all levels for me to do it. Love of the game, I'll always play. But then when you've got to come up with, I've been doing it for a long time now, but it costs a lot of money to be able to do what I'm doing. So eventually it has to become viable to keep taking the steps forward. And it's just, YouTube's just not viable for it, you know. So eventually, I always said that money wasn't an issue, and it's not. I'm not wanting to become, oh, I've got a really good lifestyle because I stream on Twitch. That's not what it's about. I wouldn't mind recouping the money I've put into it. That would be nice. And then I'd break even, and I'd be happy with that. I suppose the other thing that kind of turns my head a little bit is when you see other people doing it, and they're not even getting sometimes as many viewers as I get, and they're making, they've got a better setup than me because what they're doing has allowed them to get a better setup. And that's kind of annoying, because the better the setup, the better the content. It's not really a big deal this year. If I didn't go to Twitch this year, it wouldn't really interest me. I wouldn't really be too bothered, because I don't feel like the content's there for me to go and make a splash on Twitch. To actually be able... At the moment, I am more than happy with streaming on the channel. Because for whether I like it or not, the streams are keeping content going on the channel. The channel can't die if there's no, if I'm streaming. It just can't die. So, yeah. I have to formulate, though, a better plan for content. I don't really want to just be coming on going, alright guys, how's it going? I'm going to do 2 hours of bounties today, because who the hell wants to watch that? I wouldn't want to watch it. So, breaking the streams up with doing activities, maybe farming for weapons, maybe, that being the thing. But also, though, obviously when the seasons come in and stuff like that, we'll be breaking down the seasons as they come in. So, I reckon what we've got, about 6 weeks? How long have we got left of this season? "37 days. 5 weeks. Just about 5 weeks left of this season. So it's 5 weeks of making my own content. Trying to make it interesting for you guys. Trying to give you something to watch. Next week will be easy, because I really, really, really want to do this Grandmaster next week. And I know it's going to be tricky. But that's the fun, is working out how to do it. Maybe needing to change characters, maybe needing to change subclass, needing different weapons. I'm looking forward to that. I can't say there's anything about it I'm not looking forward to, until I get into it, and then I'll wish I'd never started. But I am really looking forward to it. So next week might be quite interesting. And I promise you guys this. If I feel like I can do it, and this goes for everybody, all the regulars, everybody that comes to chat, everybody that's here every week, I will give everybody the opportunity. If they want, I will do my best and run it with people and get people the Grandmaster completion. But I need to work this thing out first, because not only will it be the first solo Grandmaster I've done, but it's also content at the end of the day, and content's good for the channel. So if you guys are interested in the channel, then you'll understand that. And I know there's a lot of people that are here that are interested in that and want to see that content. I don't think many people have soloed the Grandmaster, and that's kind of been in my head as well. Last week, if I'd have started that earlier, I might have got last week's. This week, the only guy that soloed it, to my knowledge, used a weapon I don't have. And it really did make it a ton easier. So I hope it hasn't been too bad listening to that. I hope you guys are still enjoying the streams. I will keep doing this, and hopefully as the weeks go on, when we hit next season, when we see what's going on next season, that'll be cool. because we'll have stuff to do. And maybe people might be a little bit more interested in watching to see how I'm doing stuff. But at the moment, it's like everything's done, you know. And also need to work out how, if I get parties going, how I can get... I don't think you can do it on console. I was reading somewhere you can't get chat on console through a third party thing, which I don't really you can't do it through my capture device. I can do it through OBS, but I need to have a separate stream thing for OBS. It's just all adds up, doesn't it? So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope to see you all back here tomorrow. Party at my house? Yes, I'm in. You? Well, obviously, I'm here. Thank you very much to everybody that's been showing support for the channel and coming and spending time and, you know, watching me blather on about nothing. Who's still here? Before we go anywhere, before I end the stream, who's still here? Who's in chat? Who's talky? Who's talkative? So, for the people that are still left in chat, who would be interested in a Discord? Who would be interested if I started my own Discord? When I say start my own Discord, I don't have to start one because I have one. But who would be interested in joining? See, I'm not really too... I'd have to work out exactly how Discord works and how we could utilise it. But who would be interested in joining? Lee, you're already on my Discord, I think. Eric, you would join? Right, well, what we'll do is, over the next couple of days, I'll mention it. I don't know, are you joining? Sorry, that was a bit too much. That's the real life bundle coming out there. I keep it calm and collect when I'm on stream. But you guys know all the party yes girls, the party yes girls. I'll mention it on stream over the next couple of nights, and if we can get if there's enough interest, then you know we'll get the Discord up and running. I've never really used it for anything other than just to have it. I just need to work out what it is, what the benefits of having people on the Discord are. Is it just another way to chat? If it is, I mean, that's cool, but yes, I have a Discord, and we can, you know, if people would be interested in that, then I will post the Discord on the link on my Twitter feed, and I'll post it on my YouTube, and I'll tell people about it, and we can get people in and get some convo going, and yeah, sounds good. I'm saying I never considered it. I have thought about my Discord, but I've never really thought about it in terms of, well, maybe we should get this thing going. So, yeah. Voice chat messaging, yeah, okay. So, oh, wait a minute. So if I've got my Discord on my PC, if I get people into a Discord chat, I can have that through my stream? Must be able to, because I can have that as an input. Oh, that's interesting. I have it. Do we have a Discord? I know it's on a cord, but Scott has Discord. Well, another great stream, another great night. Thank you very much, guys, for making this what you've made it, and supporting me, supporting the stream, supporting the channel. Means the world to me. We'll do it all again tomorrow night. We will do it all again tomorrow night. I hope to see you guys there. And until then, have a great night, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And I will speak to you guys again tomorrow. Good night.